12 years ago, on her visit to the site of the earthquake in Latur, Maharashtra, Miss Susan Fowler came across a team of volunteers attending to the survivors, especially children. The team belonged to the Bharatiya Jain Sangatana, which intended to rehabilitate the children orphaned in the disaster. Within 21 days, Miss Fowler saw 1,200 children shifted from the site to Pune, where arrangements of boarding and schooling awaited them.
I am happy to note that Bharatiya Jain Sangatana has been doing commendable work, particularly for the welfare of the socially and the economically disadvantaged sections, and in particular students in that category.
Impelled by this brief interaction, the Senior Program Officer, Direct Relief International, visited Pune to acquaint herself with the activities of BJS. It augured well and resulted in a fruitful association between the two organizations in the following years. In 2001, DRI took keen interest in BJS's earthquake relief work in Bhuj, Gujarat, and planned a visit to their camp office. BJS reconstructed 368 schools here to restore the future of 120,000 children.
संगठन को मैं बधाई देता हूं। उन्होंने भूकंप के उत्पन्न स्थिति में साधन जुटाकर, सेवा का भाव जगाकर बहुत अच्छा काम किया है। 368 विद्यालय आपने बनाकर लोगों के अर्पण कर दिए हैं। लोगों के सामने वो विद्यालय आने लगेंगे, लेकिन अभी और भी काम बाकी है और मुझे विश्वास है कि आप इसी तरह से अनवरत सेवा के काम में लगे रहेंगे। मेरी शुभकामनाएं आपके साथ हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
While appreciating this endeavor, Ms. Fowler expressed confidence in BJS's potential to deal with health-related issues in such disasters. Meanwhile, the commonality of thought and mission kept a constant line of communication open between DRI and BJS. Needless to say, their presence in Tamil Nadu and Andaman and Nicobar for tsunami relief brought DRI and BJS on a common platform one more time. Far-flung from the mainland in the Bay of Bengal, Andaman and Nicobar are a broken string of 572 tiny islands. The nearest landmass from the epicenter of the earthquake that caused the tsunami, the islands were severely hit by the catastrophe. While means of transport are limited between the islands and the mainland, connectivity between the islands is only by sea. When the tsunami played havoc in this seismic zone 5 in December 2004, the roads on the islands were flooded and the jetties submerged. Several smaller islands were cut off from the world with no medical aid, food or water. BJS President Mr. Shantilal Mutha invited Senior Program Officer Ms. Fowler to the meetings with the Central Planning Commission in Delhi, meetings with the Health Department authorities of Andaman and Nicobar, and visits to the site by Mr. Mutha, Ms. Fowler and DRI's India representative Mr. Sheshadri Iyer threw light on the immediate need of the victims. While disaster management and education have been the focus of BJS, it was at this point that DRI encouraged BJS to work for the restoration of the primary health centers in Andaman and Nicobar. BJS rose to the occasion. Their proposal to reconstruct 30 fully damaged primary health sub-centers and 4 primary health centers was duly accepted by the government, and the BJS team swung into action. Locations for the centers were finalized after a joint survey by the local health department staff and BJS. Drawings were made by reputed architects in conformity with IS 1893. Highly professional structural consultants were appointed to ensure high quality. Meanwhile, the designs were sanctioned and approved. Remote location, thick forests, difficult topography and very heavy rainfall made movement of material and labor arduous. However, all contract labor underwent training to operate in the special conditions of the islands. From design to procurement of material and from transport to quality control, every aspect of construction was diligently executed. The Honorable President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, visited Andaman and Nicobar on the 6th of May 2005, when he made it a point to spare an hour of his valuable time to meet with the BJS President, Mr. Shantilal Mutha, and his team. During the discussions with them, Dr. Kalam gathered detailed information about rehabilitation work and reconstruction of primary health centers being carried out by BJS. Tradition befitting BJS, work progressed as per schedule despite severe constraints. 15 out of 30 HSCs will be completed by the end of August 2005. The project will be phased out in lots of 10 every month thereafter. On a sea-locked terrain, in constant shadow of oceanic disturbances, amidst socio-economic adversity, the people of Andaman and Nicobar rely solely on the primary health centers and sub-centers for medical aid. With the completion of the health centers, health care will be close at hand to a population inhabiting more than 50% area of Andaman and Nicobar. But for the initiative and generous support of DRI, this would not have been possible. DRI has throughout extended support to BJS's operations. BJS expresses heartfelt gratitude for the same. The health centers will be fully equipped with medicines, equipment and ambulance courtesy DRI. These will be duly reached by BJS to the rightful places. BJS is grateful to DRI for initiating them into this task. As the only NGO of national stature engaged in restoration of health facilities in Andaman and Nicobar, BJS is proud to be associated with DRI. Following the success in the field of social welfare, education and healthcare, BJS now hopes to complement DRI in accomplishing higher goals in the future.